Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, there are a couple of things maybe people can disagree on politically, but there's one thing that you can all agree on, that you can only cross a bridge that you have not arrived at in your dreams. I mean, why am I choosing to say so? I have been listening to Kiharu Member of Parliament, 2 interviews, where when he's confronted to state his political direction, he normally talks about 2026. That is the time he's going to unleash a bombshell.
When you are in the dance floor, politically speaking, you can't know even when it is raining outside. Oh, sorry, Aden, and I think I'm taking too long to answer questions. Aden, allow me today. You've asked me to rate the government. You know I've been chairman of budget. Definitely, I am likely to be subjective. In terms of rating of government, allow me not to answer that now because I just left this position.
So the big question, ladies and gentlemen, because we know that that bombshell is not in good faith. It's one that will counter William Ruto's dominance in Mount Kenya. Because if it were that he was still supporting William Ruto, he would have told us. So when Stephen Leto, during an interview at Ndindi Nyoro's farm, when Stephen Leto confronted Ndindi Nyoro with the same question about his political future, he talked about, we will cross the bridge when we get there. That compounded with the fact that Ruto has not been calling Ndindi Nyoro ever since before October, because based on Ndindi Nyoro's explosive remarks there, he said that Ruto has not been calling him. So that is already giving us an indication that there is a secret weapon that Ndindi Nyoro has, and most likely these two buddies are falling out. Of course, I agree. I'm one of those people who know that there is no political enmity that lasts forever. Your political enemy today will be your political friend tomorrow. That is the culture of politics. But Ndindi Nyoro, as we speak right now, is not on good terms. It's not on good terms with William Samoei Ruto, especially after the statement which he dropped yesterday. So, in this analysis, I want us to go into this secret weapon that Ndindi Nyoro has, that probably is going to use to fight William Ruto or to fight Rigathi Gachagua. But chances are this secret weapon will be directed at William Ruto. So before we continue this analysis, ladies and gentlemen, kindly support me by liking this video. Also, support me by subscribing to this channel if you're not subscribed before. And to existing subscribers, thank you so much for your support. We all know that Ndindi Nyoro's removal from the budget and allocation committee was because of the broad-based arrangement. That is why Sam Atandi took over that helm of the budget committee, the position that was formerly Ndindi Nyoro's. According to the statement from Nyoro, he says he learned about his ouster through the newspaper. That is already giving us an indication that there was no official communication from UDA that they were going to remove Ndindi Nyoro. There was no official communication from UDA that Ndindi Nyoro was going to exit that position. When they talked about, cleaning these committees, that was a pronouncement which was made by Ichung'wa last year, cleaning this committee. They must have targeted Rigathi Gachagua's men. They must have targeted Ndindi Nyoro, who has not shown indication of either being a Rigathi Gachagua person or a William Ruto person. The secret weapon. My focus shifts to Uhuru Kenyatta. The secret weapon. Uhuru Kenyatta, despite the fact that he has not shown that much indication that is going to support William Ruto, he has also been playing the Ndindi Nyoro card. Or we can say that Ndindi Nyoro has been playing Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta's card. Is that the case? Because if you look at the two political ways of dealing with things, Ndindi Nyoro is not showing indication of which direction he wants to follow. And the same, Uhuru Kenyatta is leaving people speculating. So these two leaders are leaving Kenyans speculating. So that leads me to this notion that maybe Ndindi Nyoro wants to work with Uhuru Kenyatta to be able to contain the Mount Kenya. Because right now, to be honest, Mount Kenya needs a direction. There are people who believe that Rigathi Gachagua is the person who is going to deliver them in the right path. But there are people who have some reservations, think that Rigathi Gachagua is only revenging on William Ruto, which is something that is not going to last for long. So because of that case, many believe that they still need someone. But I've seen many people react in our channel here. Some of them support Rigathi Gachagua. In fact, most of them support Rigathi Gachagua. They would want to see a Rigathi Gachagua who can, can probably even vie for presidency. But the big problem right now is that Rigathi can't do that because of the impeachment. So Ndindi Nyoro becomes now the de facto person who can occupy any office right now. A presidential office, a deputy president office, can even occupy, any elective position and public office. Why? Because he has not been impeached. That was not an impeachment. This also was not through impeachment. So it was simply removed and someone replaced him. So, ladies and gentlemen, this secret weapon that Ndindi Nyoro keeps talking about, the secret weapon. I know the secret weapon itakuwa inakuwa directed kwa William Ruto. Of course, Ndindi Nyoro, William Ruto wamekuwa marafiki for long.
Niko hapa na kijana anaitwa Ndindi Nyoro.
But looking at the statement from Ndindi Nyoro, hati Ruto amekuwa nipigii, hajaoniongelesha tangu mwezi wa 9, kabla mwezi wa 10 si ni mwezi wa 9.
Maybe for clarity's sake, the last discussion I had with the president of the country, the last political discussion, either a chat or a discussion as it were, was before October of last year.
Let's look at this. Let's do the math. October, November, December, January, February. Now we are on 6 months. So this is we can say that in 6 months, Ndindi Nyoro has not been communicating with William Ruto. Or we can say Ruto has not engaged Ndindi Nyoro in 6 months. That is unlike how it has always been. We can just say that in 2 years, in 1 year, Ndindi Nyoro amekuwa engaged na Ruto mara moja. That is not the kind of relationship we saw between Nyoro and Ruto. Lakini this has been exposed na hii mambo ya impeachment. Kwa sababu yeye hakusupport impeachment. Mambo ya impeachment yeye alikuwa ashughuliki nao. Most likely, what Nyoro is telling us that the last communication they had, maybe they could have differed. It was about removing Rigathi Gachagua. They could have differed on that decision. That's why maybe Nyoro has not been communicating with William Ruto. So I think that is the case, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know, but just tell us below in the comment section whether you think that is the reason why Nyoro and Ndindi Nyoro and Ruto clashed. I think that is the reason why they clashed. The impeachment. So perhaps if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.